Yahoo News is reporting that a review of 63 scientific studies over the years has found that religious people are less intelligent than non-believers. The study was done by Myron Zuckerman of the University of Rochester, and he found that there is, quote, a reliable negative relation between intelligence and religiosity. And this was found in 53 out of the 63 studies reviewed. So what this really was a meta-analysis, where they compile all the different studies on the same topic, all the, the research that's actually credible, and then they go ahead and tell you what the majority of the information says. Now, there is one caveat to the study that I think is pretty important. The study does not appear to take into account socioeconomic factors. So, which means that, for example, if somebody has grown up in a pretty good scenario in terms of wealth, like their parents are rich or upper middle class or something like that, in a scenario like that, you might be incredibly comfortable and you pretty much can get whatever you want and you're relaxed 24/7. And that might lead for somebody to be not religious because they've never really faced hardships of life and needed something to rely on. So, they turn to religion like many people do. And you can see how that makes sense. So, poor people might have a bigger inclination to be religious or whatever the case is. So this doesn't account for that, and that is a massive caveat and an asterisk we should keep in mind. But with that being said, by and large, does this make sense? Is it true? I mean, look, man, it's not like it's, 38 out of 63 studies or 10. It's the overwhelming majority, 53 out of 63 studies. So is there something to this? Yeah, I mean, I'd have to say anecdotally, people I know, and it's not just, atheists. I find it's atheists, agnostics, and deists, right? Now, a deist is somebody who believes in a god or believes in some sort of higher power, but they don't pretend to know any of the other bullshit. They're not like, yeah, he reads my thoughts, and in page 27 of the Bible it says you should eat corn or whatever. No, none of that. It's just, I believe in a god, but I don't know, right? So, that I think is true. And remember, this falls in line with other research we've covered. So one thing is conservatives versus liberals. So a whole bunch of studies that say liberals are smarter. Now, it doesn't mean every liberal, and same thing here, it doesn't mean that, every religious person is a dumbass and every atheist is a genius. Of course, there's variation. But okay, so liberals are smarter, but the conservatives have us in one thing. They are happier, by and large. It's not all, flowers and puppies and unicorns on our side of the debate. And also, by the way, same thing with religious people. I've read many studies that all say the same thing about religious people. They are really happy, right? Now, of course, what pops into mind immediately when I say that is the old saying, ignorance is bliss. That's kind of true. At least to a certain degree. There might be different types of happiness, but yeah, it's kind of true. So let's be completely fair here. Score 1 for the conservatives. They're pretty happy. Score 1 for the religious people. They're pretty happy. Score 1 for the atheists. Score 1 for the liberals. We are pretty smart. Everybody wins.